unboxing and review Tiico.
Hey everybody, you may recognize this van. We call it Choco Box. Used it in a couple of videos previously. Check these out over here. It's a 1985 Vanagon, and it's actually got a conversion engine in it, which means not the original engine, and this engine is actually a Volkswagen inline-4 engine, and it's a conversion kit that's pretty popular. And these conversion kits do have some shortcomings. The biggest shortcoming that I'm dealing with right now, besides the exhaust that needs to be replaced every year, is the PCV on this actually just dumps into the pillar. So that's all your crankcase crankcase fumes that blow by past your piston rings and other air that's just mixing in your oil pan, and it needs to be vented someplace, and usually it goes back into the intake. Well, on this specific conversion, it just dumps it into the pillar. So the pillar's all oily, it's not safe, it's not clean at all. So today we're going to install this catch can Evil Energy sent us, and this is actually designed to take those crankcase gases, which are usually oil and air mixed, and actually filter the oil out, catch the oil so it can be dumped and disposed of properly, and vent only clean air. So today we're going to install this into this conversion kit and do some testing on it. Alright, let's see what we got here. So installation is pretty simple, but basically I'll show you how it's going to work on this. So this setup is actually going to be a little bit different than most, because the problem with this setup is that, there you go, you can see it right there, you see that? The crankcase fumes, which are in the bottom and they end up in the top of this valve cover, they're oil and gas and air mixed, and they go through this PCV valve, and it's supposed to get rerouted into the intake and sucked back in and burned. Well, on this conversion, for whatever, they didn't put a nipple anywhere on this pipe, because it's actually using the original air box and feeding this conversion engine. So they just put this filter on and they just jam it in this corner. So originally, if this were to be plumbed into the intake, it would go in between, so it would catch the oil, and then the oil could be routed back into the intake, or the air would be routed back into the intake, and then your emissions would be better because you're not reburning this fuel, and it's actually, because when you would be adding that extra fuel, it's not measuring that, so that's extra fuel and extra gas that's being burned that the engine's not compensating for. So in my situation, since this is just being vented into atmosphere, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this hose into my oil catch can, and then I will run the vent on the exit. So instead of this breathing out oil and getting all covered in oil, black gloves weren't a great idea for showing you how bad this is. So instead of venting out and just venting all this oily mess into this fender here, let me take a fresh. So that's what my fender is, just this fender well here is just full of this oiled soil mess, and it's even down here on the sides of this engine compartment. It's a mess. So what we'll do is I'm thinking, I wasn't sure of spacing, but it actually looks like it's going to go great here. There's even some threaded holes in the sidewall from the old ignition coil. So we'll probably mount that right there, feed this into the in, and then we'll put this vent on the exit, and then it won't be spilling fuel into this fender well. It'll just be fresh air. Let's go ahead and get this installed. You seeing that? It's just completely filled with, what that is that's that oil gas mix, but it's also water, so it's condensing into this goo, and that's actually how you know that your crankcase isn't ventilating properly, because it's not getting all that out and it's condensating on this tube. So hopefully the shorter length of the tube in the catch can will kind of prevent some of this. Hey everybody, I want to thank Evil Energy for sending us this oil catch can. Now, not only did they give us a coupon code of EF10 to get yourself 10% off, that's Ecofage Fabrication 10, They're also doing some more discounts for the next week or so for the holidays, so you can get an additional 9% off your entire order. So use this link below, use the coupon code EF10 to let them know that we sent you. Get yourself a discount on your tuning products for your vehicle, and we'll get back to the video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to forego the bracket, and I'm going to bolt directly to the wall because I'm pretty limited with space in here. So I loosen these up and threw a bolt in here so it's captive in this bracket, and then I'm going to wind it into this original coil bracket, which would give me good space to come up here with my intake and out with my exhaust for the oil catch can. Well, there it is, all done and installed. It's pretty simple, guys. This PCV used to just vent into the fender and leak. Now it goes through the catch can, and they even provided us with this nice fresh air filter, so we're not using our old one. So they even prepare for people like me who don't have a fitting in your intake pipe. So this is a great kit. As far as ease of install, I would say a 9, pretty much as easy as it can be without just being a snap fit. It's pretty much just one or two bolts to bolt this unit in, and then attaching your hoses. Make sure you use your the Teflon tape when you're sealing in, because otherwise you'll get leakage from here. And also make sure you get room to get your can out. You don't want to bottom this completely out. But other than that, I really like this kit. Super simple. They earned the sticker on the vehicle. Make sure you head on over to Evil Energy and let them know we sent you by using our coupon code EF10 to get 10% off. If you head on over there in the next week, you'll get that extra discount. And this isn't Vanagon specific, by the way. You can use this on any vehicle. It just happens that these Vanagons have this specific problem that this product completely remedies. All right, and that's it. That was an easy install. Now, to be fully transparent with you guys, when you do these review videos, you usually get 30 days. But because they had the sale going on, they wanted me to bump this video up. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit intimidated, but I pulled this in about an hour ago. And with filming the video and the install, I was able to still do it in that hour. So it's a really easy install, probably about a half an hour. It's a quality product, anodized aluminum. They give you everything you need to install it in the box, hose clamps, everything. I definitely recommend you guys head on over to Evil Energy. Use that coupon code EF10 for 10% off. That's EcoFage Fabrication 10%. Use the link down below. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Check out some of these other cool videos about my van and other builds in these playlists below. And I'll catch you guys next time.